Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the last 10 days of April. We're starting off with a spiritual warfare prayer to repel any negative energies that come to this reading. Usually, if someone has some negative energy and they wish to bring it to this reading, they come to this reading and they hear these prayers and they don't stay long. So, oh God, you have in an admirable order disposed the ministry of angels and of men. Grant in your goodness that our life on earth may be protected by those who in heaven always assist before your throne, ready to do your will through our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. So it's a very short spiritual prayer. Usually the other spiritual prayers I do are very long, but may all negative energy that is brought to this reading, be returned to sender and not touch Aquarius in Jesus Christ's name, along with the assistance of Archangel Michael. So let's begin. Sorry about that. I just had dinner earlier. So we are working with the Gilded Tarot Royale. All right. And I don't know why this card fell out. I had shuffled the deck 8 times and it looks like one of the cards fell out before I could shuffle these cards because we have this Empress card that just fell out. So some of you could be dealing with a Libra or birthing something new. I'm going to put that card back in the box because it popped up out of nowhere. All right. Um, we're going to get started with your reading. So for the middle 10 days of April, we have the King of Pentacles, okay? King of Pentacles, this is mainly you focused on your money. I always feel kind of weird doing, readings for Aquarius because even though I'm not an Aquarius sun, moon, or rising, my Mars is an Aquarius. I don't know what house that deals with, but so we have the King of Pentacles for the middle of this month. You are focused on your money, focused on budgeting, focused on your money. You may have a specific way that you budget things or that you do things. And if anybody tries to get you to deviate from the way you do things, it may make you suspicious. Like, for example, yesterday, somebody was just trying to help me, but I got suspicious. I was getting to know someone who, they're not doing so well, and they thought they'd try to help me by recommending food banks. And I don't really have a problem with food banks. I mean, my uncle used to work in one. He worked in one for 10 years, but it kind of made me wonder, it's like, well, why is this person trying to get me to save money on food? Do they want the money that I don't use on food for something else? And I don't know, maybe they genuinely were just trying to help me, but I prefer to shop online. Um, Now, with the King of Pentacles, you enjoy the finer things in life and are willing to work hard for them. Although you want the best, you don't expect it to be handed to you. At this point, you have worked hard and long. You wielded your authority and talent wisely. You would like to set down responsibility, if even for just a while, and indulge yourself in the good things life has to offer. But be aware of becoming lazy or dependent on material possessions. Your love of luxury could overcome your practical nature and lead to debt. So some of you, you need to be careful when it comes to budgeting. If some of you aren't budgeting correctly, you need to be careful when it comes to budgeting. Although you may be seduced by the good life, you'll find that it alone cannot satisfy you. Okay. So we have this King of Pentacles. You're focused on your money, on your material things. There are some people that'll even get material when it comes to relationships. And what I mean by that, and I'm not saying you do this, but there's a woman out there that is marrying or has married a male cloth doll that she either made or was already made. And there's a man out there who is marrying a woman doll, so people don't always marry other human beings, sometimes they get so involved in the material world, they create their partner. Now we have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, okay? and the Page of Swords, you could have like four options with all these different choices you have to make, Aquarius. There could be somebody in particular that you want to be with, but you're kind of blinded. You're kind of blinded by them. This person has created a blockage for you of some sort. You're dealing with the Page of Swords, someone who could possibly be younger than you. You're choosing between this person and another person in the middle of this month, but there's some sort of blockage. Like, they do say that, love is blind. And there's something about this particular person that you're refusing to see. It's like you're so caught up in your material world and how good things are for you that you're not really seeing what's going on with this particular person who is watching you. There is someone who is watching you. So this person could be watching your house, they could be watching you. They could be watching when you get deliveries or when you get fast food or when you leave the house. Somebody's watching you. And I don't know why, but I heard a chirp as I was saying that. And it kind of reminds me of something my mom used to say. She used to say things like, a little birdie told me, or "And we know the birds don't talk." So somebody's watching you and you're not seeing it, okay? You're not seeing that somebody is watching you, okay? For this last week of April, and it could be a Libra with that Empress card we pulled out earlier. Um, or for some of you, a baby mama. But for the last week of April, we have the Justice card, which is another Libra card. Some of you could be getting a divorce this last week of April. Something could be balancing out. Okay. Some of you are coming into some sort of settlement. Some of you are winning some sort of court case because I see a lot of money here. Okay. I don't know if this is an inheritance with that Ten of Pentacles energy or what's going on, but some of you are coming into a lot of money. So the message of the and I can't speak. The message of the Justice card is simple. The message of justice is simple. You make your own future by your actions. You are at a point where you're questioning why something is happening. Look to your past actions. How have they created the current situation? This is a time for taking responsibility for your life. Be aware of giving away to despondency while past mistakes have future ramifications. Your present actions will also shape the future. Learn from your mistakes and make choices now that lead to a happier future. Okay. So this last week of April, you're winning some sort of court case, okay? We have 5 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. You are balancing out. Um I really think this could do with an inheritance. Because even though I'm not seeing the Death card, the 4 of Swords can also represent sickness or death. There may be someone that was in your family who became sick and they passed away. The 4 of Swords, I cannot speak, usually shows someone laying on a coffin. So what's happening is some of you are coming into an inheritance. I think the reason why you get this 5 of Wands energy is because maybe you're having to compete for this inheritance. Maybe your relatives don't want you to have it. Or maybe there could have been multiple accounts set up, and maybe your account is the biggest account of them all, and people might get jealous. So, for example, maybe someone in your family left someone else $100, but you were left $10,000. And these are just examples of figures. But You are being left a certain amount of money. And some of you, the reason this Five of Wands is here is because you have an internal conflict going on as to when it's going to show up. You're wondering when it's going to show up. Um, it's like, when is this inheritance or this money that's supposed to come in going to show up? You know it's coming, but you just don't know when. Okay. So you have money coming in from an inheritance. It's going to be a lot of money with that 10 of Pentacles. This is generational wealth. Someone has approached the end of a long sickness or health problem. Okay. It's also possible somebody could have died of old age. Um, for the first week of May, we have the King of Swords. So you're being very cold and detached towards people, which is a good thing. You don't want to let people know your business, Aquarius. You don't want to let people know your business, because you let people know your business and then everyone wants to borrow from you. So your intelligence is at the core of your persona. You have used it well to create a successful life for yourself and those associated with you. Your wisdom benefits others, and you are comfortable sharing your ideas and opinions. Be aware of letting your intelligence define you in full. Seek a bit more balance in your own self image and your dealings with others. Be careful, too, of becoming a snob. Your mind is powerful, but if turned inward too much, you may be prone to paranoia. So I am going to clarify that King of Swords card, but I'm going to keep out this Four of Swords card so we can clarify this later, because I would like to know, if it's possible to figure it out. I would like to know who passed away or who is going to end up passing away, so that I'll confirm that. Well, not confirm, clarify it later. But with the King of Swords, we have the Page of Cups, the Five of Swords. Okay, so you're feeling kind of emotional the first week of May. You're kind of putting your heart on your sleeve. Wow, we have divine counterparts here, because you're showing up as the King of Swords and you're dealing with a Queen of Swords. Okay. So there could be someone coming in, someone that they've been watching you, and maybe they learn about your good fortune and they want to come in, but you're not having them come in. With the Page of Cups and the Five of Swords, you're getting really emotional towards this person. Some of you could be telling this person to go away or to leave you alone, and that you know what they want. Um, Interesting. Your attitude for the last week of April is the Eight of Cups. So whoever's trying to come in, you're done with that person. You don't want to be associated with them. You don't want to be around them. They're the ones that are trying to come towards you. And so I'm going to get more information on that Eight of Cups energy as a person, because kind of reminds me of that song by U2 where the guy is singing about being in a field and he says, "And I still haven't found what I'm looking for." So your attitude may be that you're chasing a new dream. When this inheritance comes in, it may be enough money for you to go back to school for some sort of a vocation like nursing or something of that nature. You could also be traveling with this inheritance money. The Eight of Cups can also describe someone who is consistently searching for something but is unable to find it, which is why I was reminded of that song. Okay. You could be searching for the true love or dream job for you. Clarifying, we have the Ten of Swords. You are carrying a lot of pain from the past, though. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay. So some of you are releasing a heavy burden. You're releasing a heavy burden, which to me, some of you could be, even though I don't see the King of Cups here, For some of you, when this inheritance comes in, some of you could be going to counseling or some sort of workplace counseling. Um, some of you may be interested in working with a person who has a lot of burdens. Maybe if you go back to school, you want to take care of sick people or you want to take care of the elderly, maybe people that have a lot of health problems. So your attitude is you don't want this past person approaching you. You'd rather, get on with your life and learn something new or do something that benefits you. Influencing you is the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the career you're going after or new person will be wish fulfillment. You want wish fulfillment. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So for some of you, there may have been someone in the past that you thought of as wish fulfillment. And this person was a very active person with this Eight of Wands energy. They were very active, very athletic. But you're healing from this person. Some of you are healing from this person. This person basically taught you to love yourself more and to, focus on you more. Wheel of Fortune, Three of Swords, Eight of Wands. With this Wheel of Fortune card, if this is, this person's energy, you could have been dealing with someone whose moods were up and down a lot. They could have been hurting. Your obstacle for this last week of April is the Judgment. So to me, this means your obstacle is starting again. It kind of reminds me of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm not trying to be funny, but there's an episode where Pearl, she used to try to get SpongeBob his driver's license. One day she just passed him just to pass him. And then she said, "This is horrible. I'm going to have to move and start a new school with a new name." And she said, "Not again." So that's what this reminds me of. Some of you are having to start all over again, and this is kind of an obstacle for you. You may also be feeling judged by others, or maybe you're blaming yourself for someone else's troubles. There may be a person that you were dealing with, and you may be blaming yourself for their problems. Nine of Swords, the Star, which is your card, Aquarius, and the Moon. Yeah, this person kept a lot of secrets. Okay, so it's not your fault, the things that happen in this person's life. But you are healing from this person having kept a lot of secrets. They kept a lot of secrets from you. And some of you may blame yourselves, like, well, maybe if I wasn't too hard on them, they wouldn't have kept all those secrets. Maybe they would have been more open to me. Your outcome for the last week of this month is the Seven of Wands. You are standing up and doing what's best for you. You are choosing to block this person. So when they come in, like, "Hey, stranger, how you been?" Wanting to get involved with you just because you had good fortune, you're going to block them. And we have the World. So you've learned all the lessons that you've needed to learn. Some of you are older and more wiser than this person. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. Some of you are blocking a Taurus. We have the World, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. So you're starting a new beginning after you block this Taurus, okay? Some of you are also blocking a marriage. You don't want to get married to this person. This person could come forward and try to propose to you, and you're blocking it out. What you don't see coming is the Magician. You may have a Gemini or a Virgo that approaches you this last week. This person is feeling wounded. We have the Nine of Wands, King of Cups. This person could also have Scorpio in their chart. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody that doesn't like their situation at home. So they're trying to head towards you. They're trying to move towards you or to move towards being closer to you because they don't like their situation at home and they want to be with you. So it's like you have all these people approaching you, Aquarius. Now, your advice is the Four of Cups. Okay. Four of Cups. And I'm going to look at another card of yours. Okay, because there was something else I wanted to look up about the Seven of Wands. But Four of Cups, you're basically being encouraged to stay single for a while with that Four of Cups energy. Stay single for a while, figure out, what it is you truly want or who you truly want. You know, Now with that Seven of Wands, you will have to prepare yourself to fight any opposition to your plans, okay? So there'll be someone coming in trying to oppose your plans. Don't do that, Aquarius. You don't want to be a nurse. Don't go back to school. So with the Four of Cups energy, you're basically being encouraged, to hang out underneath a tree. Be careful though that, I've heard Lyme disease is on the rise, right? But for taking care of yourself, some of you may want to rearrange your furniture for a refreshing change of both scenery and perspective. Some of you may want to do a cardio workout, re-energize yourself by doing a cardio workout, okay? Some of you may want to get some citrine crystals to help motivate you and get you back on track as far as your spirit goes. You may want to display them in your workspace to give you the boost you need to get the job done. Now, we also have Five of Pentacles. So at some point, this past person may have left you out in the cold. You're being encouraged to leave this person out in the cold. Okay. Now I don't mean literally. If they need to go to a homeless shelter, some of you may want to drive them to a homeless shelter or someplace that can take care of them. But you're being encouraged not to let them move in or any of that. For self-care, some of you may boost your confidence by shopping for new clothing that makes you feel cool and powerful. Some of you may commit to eating a different superfood, such as kale, blueberries, and avocado each day for a week. And that's for the body. For spiritual, you may want to create your own spiritual altar. Some of you, with this person passing away, you may want to create an ancestor altar. Okay, put crystals, flowers on it, whatever you think would honor them. Your last self-care activity is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, there may be someone else that you want to make a solid offer to. And again, we're getting a card about budgeting your finances, exercise impulse restraint, and rein in your spending impulses now. For your body, focus on nourishment. So the budgeting was for your mind, but for your body, focus on nourishment. No matter how busy your day gets, make sure to eat 3 healthy meals each day. For your spirit, nurture community in your endeavors by collaborating on a fulfilling project with a creative friend or coworker. Okay. And that kind of reminded me of something I used to do when I was younger. I used to pick up trash in the neighborhood just for something to do. But we're going to clarify this Four of Swords like I said we would to see who it could be. Okay, someone in your family was single for a very long time because we have the Nine of Pentacles. You're dealing with someone that was very successful, single, independent. They really didn't need anyone. They were emotionally independent as well. This was a very truthful person with the Ace of Swords. They always made sure to tell the truth, even if it made them look bad. They would still tell the truth. This was a very blunt person. And this person could also have Leo in their chart with this Sun card, okay? Or they may have had a baby boy. They may have had a baby girl or a baby boy. They may have had one child. They could have been a single parent. But that is the information I'm getting about the person in your life that may end up passing away and leaving you an inheritance. So somebody, lived alone for a very long period of time. And I'm not really seeing, I'm not a doctor, but I'm not seeing like any heart problems because you didn't get the Three of Swords for this person. It was probably this person may have just died of old age, it may have just been their time. But they were very single and independent. And so I'm going to pull out some more cards. We're going to get your energy oracle cards, okay? And I don't know why this person decided to give you so much, even if you and this person barely talked, you could have been this person's favorite, out of all the people in the family. You could have been this person's favorite. Maybe you were the grandchild or the great grandchild, The only thing that kind of worried me about them was when I saw that Ace of Swords, because I was like, okay, this is someone who tells the truth and they're very blunt, but what if it could also mean that at some point they needed a surgery or they went through a surgery? So I'm not really sure, All I know is this person was very emotionally and financially, or financially and emotionally capable of being on their own. They didn't need anyone. They were very self-sufficient. Now we're going to get 3 energy oracle cards about your situation, Aquarius. We have the fourth chakra. The fourth chakra is related to the heart. So some of you could be having problems with your heart chakra at this time, or you may need to unblock your heart chakra. I think you could have been involved with someone in the past that caused your heart chakra to be blocked. You may have been dealing with someone, as far as, not your relative, but relationships go. You could have been dealing with someone who had their own blockages and they could have said something to you or hurt you and it caused your heart chakra to become blocked. We also have blossoming abundance. We keep getting cards about abundance for you. And we have anxiety. Like I said, you're anxious as to when this is coming in. Okay. It's, money is coming in. You just don't know when it's coming in. Some of you may be checking the mail a lot, for your check. So, but whatever storm you were going through, if you were going through a storm, it's distant and even moving away. You need to release your worry about a situation and let yourself relax. Trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. You also have an abundance card. You have an abundance coming in for you. Some of you, when I think of blossoming abundance, I'm like, what is this? Is this something you're going to get that accumulates interest? Because it's increasing wealth and value. This will be in a dramatic and unexpected way, okay? This card upright indicates that the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. Okay, so you're sowing the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity. Some of you are taking the money that you're getting and you're going to put it in a bank so it can accumulate interest. Okay. So I have more cards for you, and we'll eventually be done with this reading. But like I said, you do have an ex that sees you being very successful and happy, and they're trying to come in, and we know what they want. So, um, let's get some cards on them to get more information about what they're going to try to do. Are they going to do a text message? Are they going to do a phone scam? You know, what's this person going to try to do? They have these devices now that you can put in your mailbox, and it'll let you know when your mail gets there. Like the device will attach to your mailbox, and then the other side of the device will be in your house, and it'll let you know when your mail gets there. So some of you may want to invest in that so this person doesn't steal your mail out of spite. We have the boat. You are moving on from this past person. You are moving on. This person was narcissistic, okay? They used to love bomb you. But you're moving on. You're happily single. You don't need this person's compliments and flattery to make you happy. Some of you are even talking to your friends about this person and stuff they try to say to you. This person may try to flatter you to get your money. But this person's wearing a mask, and they want to come in and interrogate you. They want to get information because we have the hammer. They'll be wearing a mask, maybe acting friendly. Something like, well, what do you do for a living, Aquarius? You know, trying to figure out where you got so much money from. We have addiction and abundance. This person's codependent on you, okay? Or they wanted to be codependent on you. For some of you, this person wanted to control you because they saw you as having a lot of abundance. It kind of reminds me of that story about the goose and the golden egg, and you know how they thought if they opened the goose they'd get all that gold, and it didn't turn out that way. But we have paradise, happiness, and things coming to light. So when you're healed from this person and you're happy, that's when all the truth is going to come out. You know, there's going to be things that come out. The truth is going to come out. So you could be happy and spending time with your friends, and maybe someone says, "Oh, by the way, you know, I wanted to tell you, but this past person you were dealing with, you know, they actually da 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 da," and they'll tell you some things about this person that you didn't know. It kind of reminds me of someone waiting for someone else to be in a good mood before they tell them some things. We're gonna get some messages from Archangel Michael. I had a manager like that at Walmart. He would wait until I was eating in the break room to ask me, "Could you work some extra hours?" Wait until I'm in a good mood. So, somebody may be waiting until you're in a good mood to let you know something about this past person. I'm gonna shuffle 2 more times, and we'll get your angel messages from Archangel Michael. All right. So your main message is to decide to be happy now. Focus on your happiness now. We also have shield yourself. Yeah, you need to shield yourself from this past person, okay? And know that your home is protected by angels. So as long as, you don't let this person in the house, don't open the door for them, you should be good. Explore your options and lean on God and the angels for support. Romance angels are helping you, and the romance angels are basically helping you learn about self-respect. Some of you may have grown up in a family where maybe you had a parent or a parental figure who didn't respect themselves, and they didn't really teach you the proper way to date, that you meet people at public places, for a while. Detach from the situation, and positive thoughts create positive results, okay? So you are being encouraged to detach from this past person who wants to come in because they see that you have abundance and they want it, okay? They want to be part of this abundance that you have. So this is the last angel deck I'm using, and then we'll get into the hidden messages. But we're going to do the Archangel Raphael messages, Archangel Raphael healing. Now, the main message of these cards are that some of you need to go caffeine free, okay? Some of you need to go caffeine free. All right, as far as health goes, we have consult a nutritionist. Some of you need to consult a nutritionist and eat more organic foods around this time. Jesus is healing you at this time, and you're learning about alternative medicine. Some of you could actually be going back to school to learn about alternative medicine. The answer to a certain question you have about your body is yes, and that's ask your body for a message. So this kind of reminds me of my gallbladder issue. I have a gallstone that needs to be removed, like the gallbladder needs to be removed, and sometimes I'll get a pain in my back. So I'm not a doctor, but it is possible that that gallstone is affecting my back. For some of you, you may have a question about a certain health problem, and the answer is yes, like your body is going to give you a message about a certain part of it or something going on with your body. And we have meditation. You need to focus on meditation. And that's going to help you with maintaining your sobriety if some of you are trying to get sober, okay? From whatever you're trying to get sober from. Okay, so we're going to move on to the last deck, which is the messages from your person, the hidden messages oracle deck. I'm just laughing because I'm not laughing at your situation about this ex coming back in. I'm laughing because it kind of reminds me of a friend I used to have, and I thought he was my friend, but really he just wanted to try to use me. And when my mom was in a rehab facility, not for drugs, but to get her muscles back on track, I made up a song about him, just to help me get through everything going on. And I put his name in the song, like his first name, and but I won't repeat the song here because I don't want to get sued. But it was a funny song, and it made me laugh. And Sometimes if you make a song about people that are bothering you, maybe it can help with coping with it. I'm going to shuffle these 2 more times actually, and we'll get the messages from your past person, okay? All right. All right, Aquarius, let's see what this person has to say. Okay, they found out some sort of truth about you and it crushed them. Finding out the truth crushed me. Okay. Um this person, when they tried to hurt you or when they did hurt you, it says, I knew exactly what I was doing and I want to tell you how I feel, okay? I want to tell you how I feel. So even though they were kind of crushed about some sort of truth, they were still kind of holding back in a way. I left when I saw you with someone and I wish things could be different. I can't stop thinking about you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. And I don't react when people mention you, but I wish I could take back my words. Okay, so whatever this person said to you, they wish they could take back what they said. Okay, so that's all I have, Aquarius. Yeah, focus on your money. Focus on taking care of your household and things of that nature. Because love just doesn't seem to be working at this time. Thank you for coming to this reading. Congratulations on your inheritance, but I am sorry for your loss, Aquarius, and take care.